Rock.
Alright.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I'm straight, man.
All right, man. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin back again. This is kind of a tweener episode. I'm here with This Is the Thing podcast, which I do with my guy Nick, who is going to see family, and then I am also in the new year in 2020 adding something to our plate, right? Me personally, going to be doing a 50-50 ball podcast. The reason I want to do that is, as we were talked about on This Is the Thing, big fan of coaching, being around the youth, mentoring, doing everything that I can there. And I think that there are a lot of stories over the past 4 years now that I picked up from coaching, getting to know young men, getting to know them on and off the field. Some great talent here in the Raleigh, Durham, in the Triad, or the Triangle area. I'm from Winston-Salem, my bad, I said the Triad. But from the Triangle area that are doing great things on the field, going to big colleges, playing ball, doing their things academically as well. But a lot of them also don't have the platform to kind of let us know who they are as men. And I've been blessed to be put in a position to learn them as men and also as players. And I want to just create a platform that allows us to delve into who they are as young men, who they are as players, so that everyone else can get to know the guys that I have come to get to know as well. So that being said, I'm here today with one of the original guys that I got to know, coach of football, my guy Khalil Denis. What's going on, sir?
What's good, Parsons? What's good?
Chilling, man, chilling. I will be fully transparent. This is the second time that we've recorded this. Yeah. So the first time Khalil, who is a avid trash talker, I will say this: your game backs up, like your talk and your game parallel, right? Yeah. Some people talk a lot of trash, but they don't back it up on the field.
I honestly don't know where I get it from. I think I was just born with the trash talk.
It seems natural to you, because it seems like you just like to let people know. Anytime you break up a pass, anytime you do anything like that,
I love watching trash talk. It's like when I be watching college football on TV and I see people talking trash, I'm like, yes, that's the game I like. I don't know why. Trash talking is just in my game.
I think it's a competitor's mentality. Yeah. You know, like you as a competitor is, at the end of the day, the great thing I love about football is it's me versus you. Yeah. Hey, mano a mano, man versus man. Either I'm going to run through you and get to the ball, or I'm not going to allow you to get to the ball.
And you know me, I hate to lose. Like, if I have to get in your head, that's what I gotta do.
You got to. It's a part of the game, right? Yeah. The mental aspect of it, when we look at the greats, like you look at Kobe, you look at Jordan, you look at
Kobe, definitely best trash talker I've seen.
Brady, right? Yeah. The mental aspect of it, of being able to just psych your opponent out, is something that they all excel at.
Yeah, I love to demoralize people, like Kobe said. When he said that, I was like, that's me right there. I love to demoralize people. If I see I'm demoralizing you, then you might as well just stop, because I'm not going to stop.
Understandable. But yeah, man. Again, this is the thing. Extension of what will be the 50-50 ball podcast. And like I said, we're going to talk about your athletics. We're going to talk about what you're doing on the field, what you're doing now post grad, playing in college ball. But also, we're going to talk about what it's like to be a young black recruit in 2020, right? In today's world. And we're going to have a little bit of fun, because I know me and you go back and forth all the time about music. Even before I started recording, I mentioned the artist, and your lovely girlfriend is here with us. And we both said, hey man, we don't really see the hype around this person, and you were almost ready to fight when we did that. But let's get right into it, man. What's going on with you? Like, Khalil Denis, inside linebacker. You still playing inside?
Yes, sir. My linebacker.
Still playing inside linebacker. Out of Nightdale. Now down at Presbyterian College. Mm-hmm. Haven't had a season yet.
Yeah, we have the spring season for sure.
Spring season, okay. I know you were excited. What do y'all go first? San Diego?
Yeah, we got San Diego at home first, March the 13th.
Okay. You ready for it?
Yes, I've been pinpointing that date. I'm ready for it.
Okay. What's the biggest difference between playing high school ball? I'll say this: 4A high school ball in North Carolina and playing Division I football.
The speed and momentum is definitely different. Everything around me is fast. It goes like this. I'm going against like grown people, like adults.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is not you can't play around. I remember in high school, I could play around, like know how to plays and be ready to play for. I gotta be in game mode 24/7 in college.
You got to, man.
That's what the upperclassmen taught me. Like this ain't no joke. Like you gotta be serious the whole time. Like, I haven't seen that one upperclassman like play around during practice. Yeah. Like it's serious the whole time.
You can't do that because we were talking about it before. You when you're in high school, you're 14 to 18, right? Mm-hmm. 18 is like kind of on the high end. Football is a fall sport, so a lot of your seniors are going to be 17, maybe their senior year, and then they turn 18 after the season's over. But you got 14 to 18 year olds.
That was
yeah, right. Like so you were younger. So the majority of kids, you're gonna have your kids who are small on the smaller end. But the majority of kids from 14 to 18 are about the same size, right? But in college, you're 18, and some of the guys you're playing against, even if they're like red shirts or maybe they're grad students, what are they, like 22, 23?
They're like 22, 23. Some people on the team with families, they got kids.
Grown man problems, yeah. They out here like paying bills, and
I'm glad I took the weight room was like serious in high school because them guys, they be lifting for real, like they be pushing me for real.
Now, what was it you were telling me before about you rolled up? Now when you do lift with the team, you end up having to lift with the bigger guys, the heavyweight.
Yes, I think my head coach do it on purpose. I really think he'd be like pinning me with these because he choose like where you go. One time he pinned me like 3 of the strongest people I've seen lift in like skill positions. Like it was like we were supposed to do prowlers, right? You know those? Mm-hmm. We had to do prowlers. We usually do 25. The big dude, it was like, now we're gonna add another 50 pounds in that shit.
And you just had to get to it, right?
Yeah, we just had to get to it.
See, but in a way, it shows that hard work pays off, 1, and 2. It has to feel good in the fact that you're like, all right, like they know that I'm about that action.
Yeah,
that I can show up and do what I need to do.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
like I know you were lifting big weight in the weight room in high school, but to see that it's carried over to the college level is dope. Is there anything that you think you're struggling with, or?
No, I think I'm struggling with is like remember all the plays fast.
Mm-hmm.
I think once I get that down pay, it's gonna be like a smoother breeze, like down the line, college football, because everything to me is gonna be like, oh, I already know what to do. Not just gotta go full speed and like every play and every drill. But if I know how to play, that's like basically it. And like I'm trying to get faster. I'm trying to gain weight and keep getting faster at the same time. That's my thing right now.
Okay, what are you at right about now?
Like running, I don't know.
Or weight-wise, where you at?
Oh, I'm like 230, 227.
230, okay. Because I know when you walked in, you looked a little bit swollen than the last time I remember seeing you.
Last time.
Yeah, so...
I gained like 30 pounds when I was 208 going to college, and then like right now I'm 227, and that was in one semester my freshman year.
Yeah. See, I mean, you're only gonna get bigger. Like you're still young, 18 years old.
Yeah.
By the time you hit 2021, you're gonna be like filled out, right? Like your dad's like a buff dude. Like I know, like
he the one that started lifting when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Middle of my 8th grade year. He said he didn't want me to lift too young, so my height, that could affect your height. Mm-hmm. So he started me off my middle school. Halfway through my middle school.
Okay. He needed that lifting helped you grow into your head. No, I'm just with you. But like I said, you're down in Presbyterian. What led you to Presbyterian?
To be honest, it was the coach and Coach Spangler, my head coach. He really like made a decision finally with me and my parents. We thought like this was the right move to make because like he really showed that like he really wanted me to be there. Like it wasn't like all the coaches, it wasn't my ND coach with me, it was just me and him and my family. Mm-hmm. And he said it down, he kept it real with us. And so like out of all the coaches that offered me, out of all the schools, he really one that wanted me. I respect Coach Spangler because he pushing me all the time. He be keeping it real with me. He always having talks with me, heart-to-heart talks. We done have like 10 heart-to-heart talks already. Like I respect that man for real.
helps you feel at home, right? Like,
Yes.
If you know the coaching staff really cares about you, really, how do I say? They want you to be there. They look at you as more than just a player, right?
Yes.
Like that's how I came to know you, right? I initially knew you as a player whose jaw pad fell out in the second quarter of the game, and you on the sideline panicking, right?
Yeah.
But I came to know you as a man, right? And saw you grow and saw you get older, which is really dope. But to go to a college and know that, I know for your mom and your parents, like your mom and your dad, that it makes them feel more comfortable knowing that the coaching staff will sit down with you, have those heart-to-hearts,
Yes,
and talk to you as you need to make sure that you're doing everything you need to do. But I mean, you had plenty of offers. Well, I'll say you should have more.
Yeah,
right.
Honestly.
But you had several offers. Would you have Presbyterian? You had Charleston Southern, Gardner-Webb. Where else?
Furman, East Tennessee.
Okay. And I'm assuming you visited all of them.
I visited a lot of schools, to be honest with you.
And I know Gardner-Webb. I think they had a coaching change.
Yeah, that was my first offer. I got that first divisional offer my junior year, like April 11th, I think.
Yeah.
Of my junior year.
And how is that? Well, I guess let me ask you, how was your recruiting process?
My recruiting process, it was stressful and good at the same time. Like, I'm glad I had interest. A lot of people, they don't even get the opportunity to get interest and get offers at that Division I offers at that level, So I was blessed with the stuff I was getting, but I was still hungry for it. I feel like I should have more.
Mm-hmm. You always do have to keep that hunger. And would you say that Gardner-Webb offer came, and then did it felt like a weight was lifted from you? Like, all right, I got my first one.
It actually blew my mind, to be honest. Like, I came home, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the story too. I think I was supposed to live at the school, but instead I went home. I was like, man, I'm tired. The season was over. I'm trying, like, my body bruised up, man. Yeah. I done had a 7-hour day one day at school, so I went home. I think I was sick too. I woke up out of my sleep. I took a nap. The Gardner-Webb coach texted me saying, yeah, Khalil, how you doing? Call me at this number. Mm-hmm. And I called him, and then he basically really, like, off the gate, he was just like, yeah, we just want to give you an offer. Like, I only talked to this man one time.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
See, but I will say, again, the tape kind of speaks for itself. Like, a lot of times, the same way we were saying, people talk trash, but they don't know how to back it up. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of times, people's tape will sell you a dream on them.
Yeah.
But when you see them play in person, or when you get them into your team or into your building, it doesn't really translate over, right? Mm-hmm. But the tape on you definitely, like we talked about this before, you've gone viral several times.
Yeah.
You are notorious for knocking people's heads off from that.
I've been like that since I was 7 years old.
Yeah. What's your mentality, right? So I played quarterback in high school, and I played on the offensive side of the ball. So I was at a two-way school where a lot of players had to play both sides of the ball, right? For me, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I just don't like having to come up and tackle somebody. If I have the ball in my hands, if I'm running the ball, I will run through you, but I don't want to, like, tackle you.
I played both ways up until high school. I don't know. I just like the contact. Even when I was at running back, I'll give you the hit before you give it to me. See,
and I think that you have to be built a little bit different on defense, right?
Yes.
Like reckless abandon is a word or a phrase that always comes when you're describing linebackers, especially with your physical style of play. Mm-hmm. Linebackers that play with reckless abandon. So do you have a mentality of, like, I know there's schematics and everything like that, but at the end of the day, like, see ball, go get ball, or what goes through your head as you are on the field?
That's a hard question. I mean, I think it's like see ball, get ball. I don't know, if you're in my way, I'm just have to, I don't know, it's just like I do my job. I gotta do my job. And I just do it to a full speed, just knocking people's heads off. And if I see a clean shot, oh yeah, I'm definitely taking that shot. Like, that's gonna be a hit. Like, the at this drive hit, I promise to you, I knew the guard was gonna pull. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh yeah, he's about to get cracked. Like, I checked that, but that's why I hit him that hard, because I already knew where the play was going.
Khalil Denis detonated this dynamite.
That was the shot heard around the world, at least here in North Carolina, in terms of high school football, I'll say. But yeah, as we get into it, I ask about your recruiting. Now, Charleston Southern is a school, like I said this to you before. I went to High Point. Your girlfriend goes to Gardner Webb, Presbyterian, Charleston Southern. All of those schools, how do I say, they don't have the biggest diversity, right? It's not as many people who look like us that go to that school, especially in a time where in 2020 we've seen so much social justice, the fight for social justice, I'll say, and we've seen players use their platform, but we've also seen the other side of it where people try to fight against it, right? They want you to just go out there and play and don't say anything.
Yes,
but how has it been for you as a black man on a campus like that? And this is no disrespect to Presbyterian College, but on a campus like that, I know you're getting a good education, but it still doesn't negate the fact that you have to maneuver in America as a black man.
Well, I feel like it's a challenge for me because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's like hard to fit in because I'm used to like being around our people 24/7, and I feel like not everybody gets like what to say, what not to say, what to do, and what not to do around certain people. So I feel like it was like a new environment I had to like get in, especially after the whole Black Lives Matter movement. I had to make sure that like that was a big. I wanted to make sure that was a big like movement in our school. That's why I was glad they sent us the emails about like Black Lives Matter. Some woman did a poll on how many people got racially profiled at Presbyterian, and I guess they came back to the school, so you wanted to make sure like Black Lives Matter was like a big thing. I was like, shout out to her, where her name is, like if she ever watched this, I want to say like thank you, shout out, because that's important. Like people need to know that stuff. Like we people too, Black Lives Matter. Like I done seen some crazy stuff in Clinton, South Carolina. Like I done seen like police lives matter with the Black Lives Matter symbol. Like come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know, like, I understand that police, it's a dangerous job, right? We respect police, we understand what they do, 100% respect what they do, and put their life on the line every day, right?
Yes, sir.
But people try to answer the statement of Black Lives Matter with, like, you know, blue lives, all this and do that. But at the end of the day, like, Black lives are lives, right? We like there's the other side of it. People want to argue all lives matter. That should be true, but
I understand that all lives matter, but Black lives matter also. That's the thing. What I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. Like I agree with you that Black lives should be included in that. And too often we see that there are two separate Americas, right? Two separate lives that we live and that other people in this country live. And I know that it's. Again, I know for myself, like you see it all over. It is frustrating at times, and I know for you, you know, on a football field, do you rock the visor? Are you rocking a visor?
Oh, yeah, I got a visor.
See, I know this your bag.
I most definitely got a visor this year.
I know you love to do that, right? You rocking a visor. I know you gonna be fly on the field, right?
Yes,
like I think you like to look good, play mean, right? But the thing about football is, where in basketball, you're essentially playing in gym shorts and a tank top, right? People can see, if LeBron James walked in here right now, we would know who LeBron James is. That doesn't always happen with football players because you are covered in shoulder pads, helmets, in a uniform that kind of blocks you away from people seeing you. So, you know, I'm trying to think of, like, obviously we would know like a Trevor Lawrence. He is very distinctive, and if you saw him without a helmet, Justin Fields. But for 97% of college football athletes, you're not going to be recognized all the time. So, you know, you could be walking through campus or walking through South Carolina just minding your business and end up in a situation where people don't care to know that you play football. Right? So what is that like? I guess just your day-to-day
Do people treat you differently because you play football? Do they maybe if they don't know you play football and then find out that you do, does that then change how they treat you?
No, not at all. I haven't. No, that's not. Everybody treat each other the same at Presbyterian College. To be honest, like everybody's just a regular person. Maybe not just a regular person, but like we treat each other the same. Like they was another person, not just because they're a superstar or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Kobe Campbell, he got NFL prospects, and like he just like a cool dude. Like he don't try to show like, oh, I got this. Like he really a cool dude. Like it's just like that. Anybody at Presbyterian, just go to class, go to practice, repeat the same day the next day.
I got you. Just show up, do what you do, ball out on the field. But seeing how everything is going for you off the field, I'm glad you're good there. Academically, you're good?
Yeah, I'm good academically.
Okay, all right. Just make sure. I had to make sure to ask because, I know your mom is gonna stay on top of you with your academics. But also, we want to talk about the athletics, talk about the growth as a person. We want to get to know you a little bit better, and we want to talk about the social aspect of it. But we also want to have some fun with it. And you have been telling me for probably like a year now, because me and Nick have been doing This Is the Thing for over a year. We are 85 episodes in. This might be like 85.5. You feel me? But you have been telling me for, I would say probably about a year, that like you want to get on here because there's an episode that Nick and I did where we talked about our favorite hip hop artists.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all old.
See, so this is you my guy, but this is where we wholeheartedly disagree on things, right? And maybe it is I'm getting older. Maybe it is I am past my prime. Maybe I don't know, or maybe it's the flip side that I'm in my prime and you just a young boy, you know. But when we talk about music, one, on the pregame, do you listen to music? Does it get you amped up? And if so, who do you listen to?
I listen to music. It does get me amped up at times, but it depends on the mood. I don't think like I need to listen to music to get me amped up for a game. I'm not that type of person, but I do listen to music to like just keep me in the zone.
Okay. So you don't need it for the game, but who do you listen to?
I'm kind of like I'm gonna say I'm a different guy. I listen to anything. If I like the beat, if I like the song, if I want to listen to that song at the moment, I promise you that's just a song to listen to.
You told me before, was it James Brown that you listened to?
Yeah,
that is crazy.
If my mind is on some James Brown, I promise you I listen to some James Brown before the game.
What's your favorite James Brown song?
I think it's called Revenge.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know too many James Brown songs. So
I think it's called Revenge.
I know Say It Louder. I'm Black and
Get On Up. I only listen to Revenge and Get On Up.
Okay. Who from? All right, away from football then. What do you like to listen to? Because I've seen you again.
Top five?
I've seen you in the weight room. Like the crazy thing about it is you do get your work done in the weight room. You go hard, but you also in the weight room cutting up.
Yeah.
Right? Like dancing, having fun.
I'm like Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers did the same thing. I was watching his workout. It was like he would do the same thing. I was like, that's exactly what I do. Just play around, talk cash, and still get the workout done.
Yeah. But that's why the Giants are getting smacked around every Sunday. But
it's crazy. We still got a chance to get in the playoffs, though.
That's because you're in the worst.
What about
division.
the Falcons, though? Since we trying to play my team, let's talk about your team.
If I will say this, if the game was cut in half, if we only had to play the first half of games, we would be in the driver's seat in the NFC East.
But you don't know what the thing about that is? That's not how it goes.
It's not.
It's full quarters.
There are a lot of things that we have to fix as Falcons, as a Falcons organization.
I got that dream team that suck.
I've tweeted at them several times that they need.
Yeah, I've seen
on Twitter as the GM. Because I will get it in order. I think in 3 years of fantasy football, I've lost 2 games. So I'm a master at putting teams together.
I believe you. I trust that.
Yeah. So, the Falcons will get it together. The Giants I actually need the Giants, talking about fantasy football. I need the Giants to play well, and I need their defense to
I think we played the Ravens or something.
No, y'all got the Eagles.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the Ravens.
You got the Eagles because I need y'all to perform well against Jalen Hurts.
Well, I need us to win. So I need the Redskins to lose another game too.
Yeah, the football team, the Washington football team.
My fault.
No, you good. You good. But back to the music talk. All right. So you're saying your top 5 hip hop artists
Right now,
let's say right now.
Lil Baby,
Agree.
Lil Durk, Gunna, King Von, and the last one. I listen to a lot. Probably Moneybagg Yo.
Okay. I can get with
And snap, I'm tripping. G Herbo. Yeah, that's the most definitely what I was missing. G Herbo.
okay, so you put G Herbo in your top 5, who you knocking out?
Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg? Okay,
Polo
okay.
G 7 man.
Okay. Polo G, I don't even know who that is. Who is it? Come on, man.
What?
I feel like I've heard the name, but again, if you walked in here
He was
right
on
now,
3-Headed Goat with Lil Baby and Lil Durk.
that
I
means
will say the lyrics, but it's not.
that means nothing to me. So I feel like
disrespect.
no, it's not disrespect. Like
This is a professional Khalil talking right now.
because I know like if the camera went on, we'll have a completely different energy with that disrespect. But it's no disrespect to them. I think that I just looked up before we started recording that I didn't know Lil Durk was 28.
Yeah, they started when they was young.
Yeah, young, right? And I know that Durk is kind of when you talk about Chicago rappers like Durk, G Herbo is from Chicago too. King Von, like all
Rest
of
in
them.
peace.
Yeah, all of them. Shouts out R.I.P. to King Von, I should say. I know that all of them kind of come up the same. I didn't know that Durk was that old. I thought Durk was still like 24.
King Von 26. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He died.
yeah, right.
I thought he was like 23.
Yeah, I would have thought King Von was like maybe 21, 22.
Yeah.
Which shows that they've been doing this for a while.
I think G Herbo turned 29 too. I think he did.
Yeah, I thought of all of them, I thought G Herbo was the oldest, just because
They started off when they was like 18.
Yeah. So that's dope. Lil Baby, I understand because he's on the
The
super.
hottest rapper right now. Well, Lil Durk just dropped a voice today, so I don't know right now. But I would 2020. I'll give it to Lil Baby. Like respectfully, I'll give it to.
I don't know, I'll give him 2020. Yeah,
I'll give him 2020.
I'll give him 2020.
He ain't missed out one song this whole year that I know.
Yeah, I mean he's doing his thing. I know you don't have it on today, but you normally wear the cape for Gunna.
Yes.
You cape for
I'm
him.
always. My number one played song by Apple Music said was Wonder.
Okay. I like him.
You hear that new song he just dropped?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, that's why he talking about better like this.
I like Gunna. I like Baby. I like Moneybagg Yo actually. His album earlier this year.
I feel like he slept on too. I really do feel like he slept on.
I think he is because Moneybagg Yo is what, from Memphis?
Yes, he's hard. Right. He like 29, so I thought he was like 35.
I thought Moneybagg Yo was old.
He's 29 or 28.
But I mean he's doing his thing. What about older rappers? Do you? Because I asked you and your girlfriend before. Do you all like? We're talking about Kanye because you want the slides, which are horrendous, right? The Yeezy slides.
Old, man.
How do you view Kanye? Because for me, Kanye was like the artist of my time. Like I grew with Kanye.
Man, I view Kanye like that was my first favorite rapper. Like rapping anything, Kanye West was my first favorite artist. Like every song Kanye dropped, that graduation album, I think I used to bump that whole album. Like
that was the first one.
I think my dad. I think maybe I started watching YouTube and Kanye West. I think either my dad put me on when I had the MP3 players back then, or I think I just found out what YouTube was, and I started listening to Kanye West, and that's why I started listening to Lil Wayne and the Wiz Khalifa's. That's
okay.
But Kanye West was my first like favorite rapper and artist total.
So Kanye.
It hurts me that like stuff that happened to him, so he changed his ways. But I miss the old Kanye, 2006 Kanye, 2007 Kanye.
So your first Kanye album that you listened to was you said Graduation?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you make it back to College Dropout?
Yeah, I probably listened to him up until like 2009 or maybe 2011 when he came back with Jay-Z.
Okay, Watch the Throne is a classic album.
Yeah.
Where do you view Jay-Z?
I never thought Jay-Z was a good rapper. I won't say that.
All right.
Jay-Z
Well, this has been fun. Come on, man. You can't disrespect. You can't.
I only listen. I probably never listened to a Jay-Z song. Like
See, and that's the age gap, right? Like that's the thing that.
But I tried. It's just like, why do y'all hype him? He's not there. If Biggie Smalls didn't die, I don't think there would never be a Jay-Z.
Nah, because Jay-Z would still be Jay-Z. Now, I will admit to you, because you're probably too young to remember this. There was a period when you went from like the snap music period with like D4L with I'm trying to remember who kind of faded out. So it was like Wayne, Jay-Z, they were kind of killing everything, Dipset, all of those people. And then probably like 90, well, probably like 2002, 2003, maybe a little bit later, there was like a fall off and there was like nobody really making hot music, right? That's when you had a lot of the snap music, this and that. Then all of a sudden, 2007, Aubrey Graham comes on the scene and Drake just like takes over because there was nobody there to really like feel. Yeah. So you say like Jay-Z did, I will say I think Jay-Z had put a lot of work in, but Jay-Z also like kind of maintained that era where nobody else was really making music. It was Jay-Z and Wayne, right?
I respect the old Wayne for 100%. Old Wayne is like one of the goats to me.
Yeah,
nobody makes no old Wayne.
And there was a period where Wayne was putting out like a mixtape like every week, every 2 weeks. Like Wayne, like mixtape era Wayne was different. So he was like doing his thing. And then like Jay-Z, Wayne, Drake came along, changed the game completely. And then like to me, I personally put like a Andre 3000 up there, J. Cole, Kendrick. I put those like rappers up there. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Me and Aeneas, we got into. He tried to say Drake was better than Kendrick, and I'm like, how? Kendrick is like.
It depends on what.
Most definitely. Kendrick was like in middle school. Kendrick and J. Cole was like they was like the J. Cole, not J. Cole. They was like the Tupac and Biggie of my generation, like J. Cole and Kendrick. That's why I respect them to the fullest. Especially Kendrick. Kendrick was like my Tupac. Like it's like everything he said was just like it's like yo, how you create that? Like how did you make that up? How you put that together?
And you talk about like Dirk and all those guys, King Von and the people we just named. Kendrick also was like, I think Section 80 came out when Kendrick was like 16, 17, which is like a classic mixtape.
I tried to listen to him when he made that what's that album called? I just know Don't Kill My Vibe was on that album.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City. That's my first album as a kid. I was like, ever since then, I was like, yo, this man Kendrick dope.
So, and I don't know if you listen for this, because I'm gonna be real with you, when I listen to like a NBA YoungBoy or like who I think is
NBA YoungBoy's on my top
super
5
talented.
too. I forgot NBA.
Right, I can't.
He's on my top 5, top 6. Yeah. NBA
See, you got like 10 people in your top 5 right now.
I keep forgetting people. Everybody be hard.
I can't listen to a NBA YoungBoy all the time. I think like there's just too much aggression. But when I listen to an album like that, or like younger dudes' albums, I don't get the sequencing.
The stories are different.
Yeah, it is different. Like, and I'm not gonna argue with that. Like, that's the life y'all live. Like, Kendrick to me with Good Kid, Mad City, the sequencing of that album was like from top to bottom was amazing because he was telling a story, right?
Yeah.
Like that album to me is always one of my
favorite. I like To Pimp
albums.
a Butterfly too. Like I like that old Kendrick.
So, To Pimp a Butterfly, I would say let's say of his 3 albums of Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn.
Yeah.
I would probably rank them in that order, 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I like To Pimp a Butterfly.
Only like 3 songs off of Damn.
Yeah, like Damn to me was. This is blasphemous, but Damn to me was good. But I also think that it was. He had kind of just like gotten the hype, and everybody was like, whatever, regardless.
Yeah,
I think there are several.
Lamar.
Yeah, there are several.
Same thing with J. Cole.
Yeah, well, J. Cole has a following, right? And I don't think that J. Cole benefits from this. I'll say this: I think that there are several artist who, regardless of what they drop, people are going to say that it is amazing?
Drake.
Drake.
That is Drake.
I don't know if Drake gets it, right? I think because Drake, to me, his albums have kind of fallen off, right? He still makes great music.
I like that last album.
We talked about this before. Demo tapes, Dark Lane demo tapes.
I actually like that.
That was cool. But I don't know, because people look at views. People like killed views. They didn't think it was as.
I didn't think the views was good. I think like 5 songs. Was
yeah, right. Like I think Drake. Drake, for as big as he is, when Drake releases a single, I think is automatically fire.
Like 5 hours later.
Yeah, right. Like where I got introduced to Dirk, right?
Yeah.
And Dirk did his thing on that, right? It made me a fan of him now. I'm still not like going deep into his discography, but whatever.
He old, man.
Come on, man. Like, and the thing is, I'm not old. It's just like you're young.
Yeah,
right?
I see what you're saying. That's
it's crazy, right?
Like bro.
Yeah, exactly, right. But who do you think? I'll ask you this along those same lines. Who do you think outside of Drake, in your opinion, gets that? I guess that pass for your generation of music. Who you listen to? Who do you think, no matter what they put out?
Young Thug.
I would agree with that.
Young Thug.
Is there anybody else
that gets a pass?
Yeah,
probably like artists like Lil Uzi, Future.
Yeah,
Future definitely.
So where does Future fall in though? Like, because I think Future's maybe that bridge between like my generation, your generation.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I don't know.
Like, what's your favorite Future song?
Ooh, that was a hard one. What's that song? Oh my god, I forgot that song, bro. That's my favorite one. It's on that Color Purple album, I think. No, Wicked probably my favorite Future song.
Trash. That is trash. March Madness to me was one of my favorite Future songs. Let's see. I'm trying to look through some of these others. I do have it pulled up. You said which one?
It's like the one where they got the purple smoke and the blue smoke in the cover.
Dirty Sprite 2?
I think so.
Dirty Sprite 2 classic album.
I think it was the last song on the album.
Let's see the track list. The last song, Blood on the Money.
Nah.
Commas. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah,
yes.
commas.
Yes, that song is hard.
Yeah, I might have to actually go back and listen to this album now that I'm looking at it. But nonetheless,
he got a lot of dope songs to me.
He does. I think he's, the man, separating the man from the music is something that I always try to do. But yeah, man, like your taste in music, I will let you live with that.
Yours too.
Mine is impeccable. But
I like any music. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is. If it's good to me, I'm gonna listen to it.
Okay, all right. So even like country?
No, I don't think I've ever been a country person. When it comes to like R&B, soul, hip hop, R&B, rap, those type of genres, gospel.
Okay. All of those I would say those are my favorite. But I also think that if we're being like, you also kind of gotta diversify, right? And I think that's what you're missing out on with COVID in college, right? I will say this: for as much as we talk about the struggle that it is sometimes being on a PWI campus, like a predominantly white campus, I will say, because I went to a predominantly white institution, right? And I'll say that one of the best things that I took from it was like just the diversity in music that I listened to. Right, like you don't know how hard. Like, think about what's the hardest song that hits for you, like Finito, right? Because I know y'all used to love that.
Yeah.
Right. Anytime Finito come on,
especially the night in the locker room.
Yeah. Right. Or when we go to camp.
Yeah.
Right. Like when
Finito's gonna come on.
Yeah. And y'all automatically
probably still to this day in college.
I'm gonna give you a song that you probably have never heard of, but it hits the exact same way, but for a different demographic. But that's like Sweet Caroline. Have you heard of that song?
Like, can you say it?
I'm not gonna sing it now, but
you can't sing it.
No, I can't sing at all, and I'm not about to embarrass myself.
I haven't heard that before.
You like listen to Sweet Caroline, and you gonna be like, "Yo, what is this?" But like when I tell you, like that the right setting, that song hits.
That's the way it sounds like, but it's all.
Come on, man. But nonetheless, I appreciate you, man. Like, doing well. It's good to see you, for real. I appreciate you stopping by to kick it with me, to give me this interview, to talk the trash that is your music taste. And how do you want to lead the people, man? Like, I want to, again, with this platform, let people know a different side of you. I want people to see you beyond the past, beyond the film, because I know that you're more than a football player, right? I know that you have aspirations to do big things that are off the field as well as what you want to do on the field. So, like, in closing, how do you, if you had to get one message out to people that you wanted them to know about Khalil Denis, what would that be?
Well, message I want them to know about me is that, like, I'm a good, outgoing person. Like, I'm a dog at that too. I have a dog mindset. I have the most competitive mindset ever. I just told Parsons earlier I love to demoralize people. That's what you're going to see out of me in this football field come this next season. And that's for a fact. You're going to see this dog for real. Most definitely going to see that dog.
That's fair. I'm definitely going to be watching. I told you before that I just need tickets on Saturdays and eventually,
I got you.
Eventually tickets on Sundays. Because I've never experienced.
You're gonna be my agent, so
that's fine. Hey, bro. Hey, we got it. Hey, if we were putting this, you think I'm playing? I will legitimately get you all.
This is on camera.
All the deals.
When I make it,
this is on camera. And if I need to take it into court, I will.
We ain't talking about the plans.
100%. And the thing is, bro, like, I will get you all the deals. I will show you how to maneuver. I will get you the largest contract for a lot.
You smart. I see you talk about football. That's why I trust you.
Oh, of course, man. Like. And that's the thing is, I try to move personally. I try to move in a way that I let people have the time. Like, I don't particularly want to shine. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I feel like there are certain things I know, and I think this game of football is one thing that I know. So I appreciate you, bro, and continue to kill it on the field. Continue to kill it in the classroom, right?
I got one thing to say though.
What's up? Go ahead and get it off. What you got?
Like, just because you're a black male or a black female, don't think you're too cool or you're too good to talk about Black Lives Matter. Because I feel like Black Lives Matter was only going off for a certain time. I feel like it should be always Black Lives Matter, not just for a trending topic. And I feel like everybody that's in our color and our race should be talking about Black Lives Matter. Everybody should be, but especially the African American community. That's what I gotta say.
Hey man, that's perfectly, like, I don't have anything else to add to that. You summed it up perfectly, because it takes a village, right? It takes all of us, and we gonna get there, but we need all hands on deck. You feel me?
All hands on deck.
So, Mr. Khalil Denis, I appreciate you, bro. Catch us again. All of this probably won't make it into the end of This Is the Thing, but I am on This Is the Thing. I will continue to be on This Is the Thing. I am fully invested in that, but also check this out, the 50-50 Ball podcast. In a 50-50 ball, hey, if you're covering a slot receiver, 50-50 balls thrown up, who gonna come down with it?
You know I'm coming.
Come on, man. All right. We out of here, people. Check us out online. I'll talk to you.